taking a loss is not an option. My luck has ran out. You know, I say this all the time, that not every machine you're going to do is, or everything you're going to do is going to be a home run. It's not going to be easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Without risk, there is no reward. And necessarily, every time you acquire a non-running piece of equipment, or in my case, a running piece of equipment, you're going to have issues. And it happens. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. And in reality, there really is nothing you could do except forward and onward. So I will make a video. I don't know what Mrs. Pate's Performance is doing. I'm going to have to make a video. We've been getting messages. We are selling stuff. We're just not posting about it on Instagram or whatever. We are just really busy and really consumed now that we added tractors to the repertoire. And I finally got one that bit me in the butt. And I thought I knew what to look for. And obviously, apparently, I did not. And I guess it's different when you see something online than when you see it in person. So I made a mistake. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're human. This thing ran beautifully. Idled great, powered up great. Heard a little bit of a noise, but I thought, or how about this? I knew it was a pulley. So yeah, this is a debate for another day, but I don't know if this is one, but I replaced all three. And it has some wear. In my opinion, it can't be done like that. Oh, look at that. This one, look at this. And has some wear in it. This one is the only good one. No wear, but I just replaced all three. Really not the end of the world. I actually have another Husqvarna AYP machine here that has the same issue with the pulleys. Why am I getting two of them back to back? I don't know. It's okay. I'm okay with it. After working on the snapper and replacing the pulleys, I'm okay with doing the pulleys. I'm getting comfortable. And what sucks is that I ordered stuff for this, tractor already, and 4 of the things that I ordered are not going to work. I ordered hardware. I'm gonna post another video after this going over this motor. I thought that I was whatever. And I didn't realize this when I looked at the tractor, when I was videoing the tractor for you guys real quick. I didn't notice anything until when I was doing some body work, like exhaust work, and it's got a crack block. It's big. gonna put a screenshot of it. It hurts. Yes, I know you guys can repair it. If this was my personal tractor, I would. This is not my personal tractor. This is a tractor for resale. I cannot sell a tractor like this. I'll be honest with you. I paid $700 for this tractor. Between pulleys, and the stuff I order for the motor, I think the battery's no good. That's another story. You know what? I'll tell you that. This battery, they didn't have any hardware hooked up to the battery. The battery cables are disconnected, and they just had these clamped on, like so. So what they did is when they pulled the cover off, because it was pouring raining, they pulled the cover off, and they were like, all right, let's hook up the battery. And then this thing fired right up. And so then I'm like, what's that all about? So the gentleman who sold it to me is disabled. So I assumed that the tractor wasn't used a lot, and to stop the battery from having, you know, from it being connected, you know, they just took it off and they hooked it back on for whatever. So the thing might have a short or a draw, which is a short, which is causing a draw. I did find some melted headlight wires from the muffler, which I repaired and rerouted, and I actually have the hood off, and I went to go start the tractor today and it was dead. And I'm like, wait a minute. So yeah, this sucks. At this point, there is the point of no return. We don't have any motors in stock, so we're gonna have to acquire a motor. So I'm going to have to source one. The point being of this is that everything is gonna be a home run, and in my mind, this is gonna be another $2,000 tractor. So after I throw a motor on this, I have no choice. And this is my second call of cards. The first one I got lucky, which was on the channel. Was it 2 years ago or last year? And my luck ran out. I got a little desperate. There's a lot of people doing tractors now, or maybe I'm just being facetious. All right, fine, freak it. There is one guy who does tractors, and he is like me. And because he's like me, puts a little bit of pressure. I'm not going to air out his personal business or his details because I don't think that's necessary. But the guy like me is not afraid to spend $1,000 on a tractor, drive 40 minutes each way for it, and then resell it for 14. That's insane. And the guy does this as a hobby to occupy his time. He really doesn't care about the money, which is good for him. I wish he would take up a different hobby, maybe like knitting or something. So with that in the back of my mind, oh, and here's another thing. This one comes with a triple bagger, right? We sold one without a triple bagger for $1,500. There's a screenshot of that too. So what do you think in my mind I was going to get this tractor for? Can I push over $2,000 for this? I don't know. But, you know, we'll see. We'll go with that route comes. I mean, if I go the V-twin route, obviously I'm going to have to get, it has to come with the exhaust system. And from there, hopefully I'm thinking it's just a simple you know, swap in, swap out. If it involves me swapping wires and electrical work, that's another video or a couple of phone calls to a couple of you guys another day. Damn it. You know, I'll put it to you this way, right? If you get a push mower with a blown motor or whatever, which you've seen on the channel, it's really not a big deal. You go out and get another one, you just throw it away to the side, or it's a lot of real estate to take up and acquire a tractor that needs something else. And I'll be honest with you guys, I have been like not staying away from projects, but I've seen like a lawn tractor sale with a blown transmission, and the retard in me will not acquire that tractor for parts. I will try and take that transmission apart and fix it, or I'll just get another transmission and slap it in there, because working on these tractors to replace a transmission, I think, is like 4 bolts. It's really not that hard. Man, I'm so mad because in that video you see I did some bulletproofing, and on top of that I ordered the plate for it. So yeah, it's just a vlog, quick little vlog. I know some of you guys like when I'm transparent, and this is it in the flesh and bones. It's a lesson. It's going to be an expensive lesson, and I just know where to like physically look really, really good now. And I might have to take a road trip to get a motor, or I don't, you know, I've been on eBay. I'm looking anywhere from like $700 to $800 for a motor, or if I could find one locally, which means driving to New Jersey, Connecticut, I might be in, the guy gave me some general prices. I might be looking at the 5 to 6 range after gas and tolls. Forget about time. You know, we just don't have the space or the resources to just sit here on it. Now, for me to sell this thing, I just can't. I can't sell this thing with the crack block. Even if I repair it, I just can't. I'm thinking maybe if I repair it, it's a $500 tractor. And you know what, Jason, just take the $500 tractor and take your loss on whatever you've done to it. I can't. It has to be one way or no way. And, you know, I have more footage than I know what to do with it. We sold a lawn tractor for $2,000. And the guy came from, he drove about a 10-hour round trip to buy a tractor from us. So that resonates with me. And nobody is driving basically a 10-hour round trip for a guy who puts out tractors with cracked box. Man, this hurts. But, you know, we can't hit home runs on everything, and the home runs that we've hit will absorb the loss on this. But I'm thinking if we get this thing looking right, the pate way, that we can break even or even pull out a profit. At this point, time is going to be thrown out the window on this one. Between redoing the deck and doing the spindles and those thingamabobbers on there that I posted about, you know, I'm getting mixed reactions on that. And I know I'm spitballing, so, you know, you guys you could click off on this, but someone put in the comment that it made sense that those covers act as an extra support slash brace to strengthen the deck at those weak points. Now, why is it's on a deck like this, which is AYP Husqvarna, but we have another deck right here off of Poolin Husqvarna AYP, and it doesn't have it. And I thought, oh, maybe it's rotted. No, they're just not there. So why does one deck have it for reinforcement but not the other? And I think they're both, you know, the same. Identical. So yeah, that's that. So now I have to edit this video, so now it's like a double whammy. But taking a loss is not an option. And I'll put up that screenshot one more time for you guys. And the sad part is, when I was going, when I was coming home, I don't know if I was when I was going to buy the tractor, I was coming home from the tractor. My buddy was sending me pictures like, oh, check here. And I did check. Just in the wrong area. Just in the wrong freaking area. But it is what it is. It's like, you know, don't buy a car in the rain. Don't buy a tractor in the rain. But in reality, this is the third tractor we bought in the rain. The first tractor was the Kohler Courage Troy-Bilt. The second tractor in the rain was the Mrs. Paté's Performance Arians. And then, yeah, that Troy-Bilt Kohler was the easiest one. That Arians was not. That gave up the ghost too, but we took care of it, we handled it, and we were able to turn a very nice profit on that. This one, this hurts. Now, do I break this thing apart for parts and put stuff on eBay and try and sell it? Or do I sell everything as is with the cracked block and say, hey, does someone want to take a gamble and weld it and go from there? I just can't sell it with the cracked block. I don't care. And even if I had it TIG welded, which is a solid repair, and I made it pretty again, in my mind, I can still let that go. It's different when you're welding metal, right? And I'll swap another screenshot of this tractor that I was thinking about buying. It had a cracked frame. And I'm like, well, that's easy. We got a welder. We could weld it. And then we could do like a fish plate. And I would be 110% okay doing that. How that tractor cracked in the frame, I have no idea. It's a low-hour tractor in great shape. The only thing I can think of is the guy was like being an idiot with it. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I'm rambling. But yeah, happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for letting me vent. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.